Good morning, children. Our today's topic is nucleic acid. We have completed already the structure of the protein, which is after the nucleic acid, but I have taken it in continuation with the protein so that this topic is completed. And today we are taking up nucleic acid. In your book, the nucleic acid is just here given, is just a one paragraph of nucleic acid is given. But you know, the nucleic acid, RNA and DNA are very important macromolecules of our body, and it helps in the process of replication, reproduction, and it has all the information for the synthesis of protein in our body. And this is the basis of genetics, which is a complete unit in class 12th, so that I am taking up it in a quite detail. And here only very small description of nucleic acid is given, but I am discussing the whole topic with the help of the notes. Now I am coming to here. Now you come to here that we are here discussing the structure of the DNA. So DNA is actually, it can be defined as the polymer of nucleotide, and once that in the definition the word nucleotide has come, that it is a polymer of nucleotide, that means many nucleotides join together to form DNA. So first of all we are to see that what is nucleotide. So nucleotide is actually made up of nitrogenous bases, sugar and phosphate. Okay, these are the three components of the nucleotides are there. So out of these three components we will be taking one stepwise. So first we are taking up nitrogenous bases. Now these nitrogenous bases are actually of two type. One is purines and other is pyrimidines. Okay. Now these purines are again of two type, that is adenine and guanine. These are the two nitrogenous bases. And pyrimidines are again of two types, cytosine and thymine. These are again two nitrogenous bases. That means there are four nitrogenous bases present in the DNA: adenine, guanine, cytosine, thymine. These two comes under the category of pyrimidines. These two come under the category of purines. Now, how can we differentiate the purines and pyrimidines? Actually, purines are double helical structures and pyrimidines are single helical structure. This diagram is for this. This sentence is separate. Okay. This diagram I want to show you in your book also, which we have already seen in the previous topic when we were discussing the structure of nucleic acid. Come and see this diagram. This upper diagram of double helical purine example is adenine, and this single helical structure is of a pyrimidine example is uracil, and uracil is present in the RNA only. Okay, in place of uracil in DNA there is thymine present. Okay, so now we are here coming to the nitrogenous bases is completed. Now you can again see the formula: nitrogenous base, sugar and phosphate all together comprise the nucleotide. Nitrogenous bases we have discussed. Now we are coming to the next component of the nucleotide, that is sugar. So sugar which is present in the nucleotide is a pentose type of sugar. Pentose means what? It is a 5 carbon sugar, 5 carbon structure is there. And in RNA the type of the sugar is a ribose sugar, and in DNA the type of the sugar is a deoxyribose sugar. Okay, why do it is called as deoxyribose and ribose? I want to show you the formula. This is the formula of the ribose sugar, in which the at third position, this is 1 and this is second, 1 2 3 4 and 5. So at its second position the OH group is there, but here in the deoxyribose sugar at second position only the H group is there. H is there, that means one oxygen is less, hence it is called as deoxyribose and it is called as ribose sugar. So this is the second component of DNA is completed. Okay, now we are here coming to the third component of the DNA, and third component of the DNA is phosphate, and this phosphate is actually derived from the phosphoric acid. Okay, This is only we are to supposed to understand. Now we are here coming to the how do the nucleotide is formed. We have seen the raw material required for the formation of the nucleotide. But before the complete formation of the nucleotide, first the nucleosides will be formed. So what is nucleoside? Nucleoside means first the nitrogenous base and sugar will join to form the nucleoside. As you know, nitrogenous bases are 4, so that the 4 type of nucleoside will be formed, and the bond which will be formed between the nitrogenous base and sugar is called as an glycosidic linkage, that I am showing you in the diagram later on. First see the name of the nucleosides. If adenine and in RNA, if adenine is the nitrogenous base, then the adenine join with sugar to form a nucleoside adenosine. Guanine binds with sugar to form nucleoside, that is guanosine, then cytidine and uridine. These two are pyrimidine, so that their nucleoside is cytidine and uridine. Similarly, nucleosides of the DNA are deoxyadenosine, deoxyguanosine, deoxycytidine and deoxythymidine. Okay, according to the sugar. When the sugar and nitrogenous base join, then they form the nucleosides. Now we are coming to the nucleotide. Now with the nucleosides, the phosphate group will also join with the 5 dash. How do the phosphate group is linked to the 5 dash OH of the nucleoside through the phosphodiester linkage? The linkage which will be formed is a phosphodiester linkage. I am showing everything in the diagram. First you see the theory. Okay, a corresponding nucleotide और अगर RNA है तो राइबोन्यूक्लियोटाइड और कॉमनली न्यूक्लियोटाइड, बट RNA में राइबोन्यूक्लियोटाइड और DNA में डीऑक्सी राइबोन्यूक्लियोटाइड, डिपेंडिंग ऑन द टाइप ऑफ द शुगर, ठीक है ना. एंड DNA हैज़ 4 काइंड्स ऑफ द न्यूक्लियोटाइड्स. अगर हम DNA की बात कर रहे हैं तो इट विल बी कॉल्ड एज डीऑक्सी राइबोन्यूक्लियोटाइड्स. शुगर मतलब इफ इट इज़ अ राइबो शुगर, देन इट इज़ द nucleotide which is ribonucleotide, and if it is deoxyribo sugar, then deoxyribonucleotide. But we are discussing the structure of DNA. So deoxyribonucleotides are deoxyadenine monophosphate, deoxyguanine monophosphate, deoxythymine monophosphate, deoxycytosine monophosphate. That way these are the name of the various types of nucleotides. Now we are to here see that the nucleotides को हम we are saying that कि a polymer thus formed has one end of the, just a minute, okay, so we have seen the structure of the raw material which is required for the nucleotide. That means nucleotides are formed. Now we will see that how these nucleotide will link together to form the molecule of DNA. Okay, so these two nucleotides, जैसे कि suppose two bricks are formed, and when these, like a room is a polymer of bricks, and now we have made the brick, and now we are to join various bricks together to form a room. So similarly nucleotide can be compared with the brick is ready. Now we are to join various bricks now. So nucleotides are linked through the 3-5 phosphodiester linkage. अभी आपने लर्न करना है. I am showing it in the diagram. And to form the dinucleotide. 2 न्यूक्लियोटाइड जब जुड़ेंगे तो dinucleotide बनेगा, and when many nucleotide will join together, then the polynucleotide chain will be formed. Now here you see the structure of the nucleotide. In the nucleotide, 1 nitrogenous base, 1 sugar, 1 phosphate, and the bond between nitrogenous base and sugar is a glycosidic bond. Okay, guanine sugar phosphate, thymine sugar phosphate, cytosine sugar phosphate. इस तरह से 4 तरह के nucleotides बन गए. I have drawn the diagram of one nucleotide. If adenine is a nitrogenous base, then it will bind with the one carbon, first carbon of the sugar. This is second, this is the third, and this is fourth carbon, this is fifth carbon. Okay, तो phosphate is present at the fifth carbon. Okay, it is linked with the fifth carbon. तो this is one nucleotide, nitrogenous base, sugar and phosphate. एक nucleotide बन गया. Same way all other nucleotides will be formed. Now we are here coming that how do the polynucleotide chain is formed. As I have shown you, this is nitrogenous base, sugar and this is the phosphate. यहाँ से लेके मतलब वी विल स्टार्टिंग फ्रॉम हियर 1 2 and 3. These are the three component of a nucleotide. Now we are to see that nitrogenous base has joined with the first carbon of the sugar and the phosphate has joined with the fifth carbon of the sugar. Now the phosphodiester linkage, how do it is formed? तो phosphate is linked with the 3' carbon of one sugar with the 5' कार्बन ऑफ द अनदर शुगर. एक शुगर के 3' कार्बन से और दूसरी शुगर के 5' कार्बन के बीच में दिस लिंकेज इज प्रेजेंट विच इज कॉल्ड एज फॉस्फोडाइस्टर लिंकेज. तो दैट वे वन न्यूक्लियोटाइड एंड दिस इज अनदर न्यूक्लियोटाइड, नाइट्रोजनस बेस एंड शुगर एंड फॉस्फेट. तो एक न्यूक्लियोटाइड दूसरे न्यूक्लियोटाइड से फॉस्फोडाइस्टर लिंकेज से ज्वाइन हो गया है. And that way I have drawn here 3 nucleotide. Space is not there, so that I have not drawn the fourth one. It's not compulsory that we are to draw all, because in a very specific organism the type and the number of nitrogenous bases is fixed. We are not taking here a particular organism, so we can draw as many number and we can draw as many type of nucleotide. Okay. This is the pictorial representation. It can be drawn. Here I have taken 4 nucleotide. जैसे ये फर्स्ट था, ये वाला एडिनाइन शुगर एंड इट्स फॉस्फेट, ग्वानाइन शुगर एंड इट्स फॉस्फेट, और इसके बीच में बॉन्डिंग है. द शुगर 3 कार्बन शुगर एंड दिस इज द 5th कार्बन शुगर. Then this is guanosine sugar and phosphate, cytosine sugar and phosphate, thymine sugar and phosphate, and this is phosphate linkage. So one phosphate is free this side and one phosphate is free this side. Okay, as we have taken here that here the 3' phosphate is free and here the again the you can say अभी एक और यहाँ पर बनाना होगा. तो that way you can see that here this was the not 3' 5'. This is 5'. This is 5' carbon is free. 1 2 3 4 5. This is 5' carbon phosphate is free. Phosphate which is linked to the 5' carbon is free. Here the phosphate which is linked to the 3' carbon is free. So DNA will get end somewhere, wherever it will end. So this is called as 5' 3' end. If it is free at its one end at 5' position of the carbon, so definitely at other end the phosphate which will be free will be there at 3' position only. Okay, so this is how the polymer of nucleotide is formed. Now we are coming what will happen after that. Once the polymer is formed formed has at one end the free phosphate moiety at 5' end and of the sugar and which is referred to as its 5' end, chain of the 5' end, and at the other hand the polymer of the ribose has 3' OH group is referred to as 3' polynucleotide chain. ये अभी बताया कि at one position the 5' carbon phosphate will be free and the other end the phosphate which is linked with the 3' carbon will be free. Now after that there is a base pairing rule. Actually DNA is a double helical model and here in this diagram we have drawn only one helix. ये one side helix बनाया है, but DNA is a double helical structure. Okay, तो as the formula with the formula we have drawn one helix, but in front of that another helix is also to be formed. Okay, so how do the another helix is formed? Because both the helix are just complementary to each other. If in one helix adenine is there, then in another helix in front of that the nitrogenous base which will be there is a thymine. If cytosine is there in one of the helix, then on the other helix in front of that the guanine will be there. This again I am showing you with the help of the diagram. Another character of the DNA is, this rule is called as Chargaff rule. Another DNA character is called as anti-parallel polarity. Mean both the chains are running anti-parallel to each other. Anti-parallel to each other means what? Ki suppose in this diagram you can see here the 3 dash end is free, so that you follow it in here you can say the 5 dash end is free. In front of it whatever the helix is there, in front of it its opposite polarity 3 dash will be there, and here also the opposite polarity 5 dash and 3 dash is there. Okay, that can be shown here with the help of this diagram. In this diagram I have drawn both the helix. This is nitrogenous base sugar and phosphate, one nucleotide. Guanine sugar phosphate, another nucleotide. Cytosine sugar phosphate, and third one. Thymine sugar phosphate, fourth one. Here you can see the carbon which is present at the 5 dash position is free. Here you can see the carbon which is present, the phosphate which is present at 3 dash carbon position is free. Okay, so its polarity is 5 dash 3 dash. Okay, these are the nitrogenous bases. Now this is the helix which is present in front of this helix. So this is Chargaff rule ki if in one helix adenine is there, so in other the thymine. If guanine, then cytosine. Cytosine will bind with guanine and thymine will bind with adenine with double bond, and cytosine will bind with guanine with 3 bonds. Okay. Now as these two helix are running anti-parallel, so sugar is also to be drawn in the reverse direction. You can see the point is this side, and here you can see the point is this side. So this is the first carbon, and this is the second and third and fourth. You can see the third carbon position phosphate is free here, and here the phosphate which is linked with the 5 dash position, this is carbon only. So this is the fifth carbon of this sugar, and this is the third carbon of this sugar. So again the 5 dash 3 dash phosphodiester bond is formed. Here the phosphate which is free at 3 dash position, here the phosphate which is free is present at the 5 dash position. That way anti-polarity can be explained with the help of this diagram. Now we are to explain the double helical structure of the DNA. Double helical structure of the DNA, that means the two chains are coiled like this. They are coiled one above the other in a right-handed fashion, and the pitch of the helix is 3.4 nm, and 10 base pairs in each turn is there. Suppose this is 1 turn and this is 1 turn, this is called as 1 turn. In 1 turn there will be 10 nucleotides are there, but in front we can show 4 5 because the helix starts, suppose it is starting from here, then it go back, and then only the 1 turn is completed. Distance between the base pair will be 0.34 nm, क्योंकि this complete helix is of 3.4 nm. So, and in this 10 nucleotide are there, so distance between two nucleotide will be 0.34 nm. Okay, so this way we have seen that the DNA structure is very complicated, but I have explained you it with the help of the diagram and with the help of the notes, so that I think that the things are clear to you. Okay, but you will do through the notes only. At the back I have written the questions. So this is all about the structure of the DNA, and this is the question of 5 marks. Its diameter is 20 angstrom, which I have not written here. You may write that diameter of these helix is 20 angstrom. Thank you. This is all about DNA structure.